Right, welcome you all. So today is our second day of this uh, paper discussion relating to the O-level maths 6 month rapid course. So this is the second day of it. Yesterday we discussed the first part of the of our paper, rather the first 25 questions, and today actually, with the interest of time, we will be much more focused on the second part of the paper which we distributed. So anyways, I will be sharing the marking schemes for that, or maybe the answer scripts for the both the first part and the second part, including all the questions. But anyways, with the given interest, with the given time and with the interest of time, I will be on today. I will be more focusing on the second part. So we will try to do our best and try to cover questions much as possible. And depending on the recent O-level examinations, I thought maybe we should much more focus on the questions that in this paper, which rather will be on your paper as well. So not the all 12 questions, we will be doing partially of that. And but at the end of the day, you will be having the answer scripts for all those questions. Right. So, all right. Okay. Right. So we will start from the first question as usual from the in the second part. So as previously, if you have any questions with the answering I am doing, please ask accordingly. So with the interest of time, I will explain much as possible. But in the given time frame, I think we don't have much time to cover the whole entire paper because the paper itself is 3 hours. So to teach itself, it will nearly get 3 hours or maybe 6 hours if I do the whole paper. Understood? Okay. Yes. So we will start from the questions now. The first one. A smart TV priced at rupees 180,000 for outright purchase can be bought by making a down payment of 1 by 5 or 1 divided by 5 or amount of its mark price and paying the rest in 24 equal monthly installments for rupees 7,875. If the interest on the loan is calculated on the reducing loan balance, find the annual interest rate. The key thing of this, yes, this is a question based on the reducing loan balance. Everyone here and who are joined online, you all know this subject, right? Or rather know this kind of questions, and you have done plenty of. So the thing is, even in your O-level paper, there will be these kind of questions which you are not given exact steps how to do it, or maybe like even in the second questions, there is a part A, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a part B, 1, 2, 3. Likewise, the question itself has divided for some parts which make us much more easy to understand what is the end result we are calculating. So if straight away they have asked to derive this value from this graph, it would be difficult. Even in this, they are straight away asking us to give the final answer, find the annual interest rate. So basically, if the question is less long or maybe really short, which is a bit will be a bit complex. But anyways, we will do this question. But at the same time, it's not much working to do as well. the lesser, the shorter the your question, it's much more complex. And at the same time, in your O-level paper, if it's much more shorter, it will be actually much more reduced work to do relating to that question. Right? There's one trick you could apply on your papers, but anyway, we will start with this question. And what are the data which we have given? A smart TV. There is a smart TV. So there is a smart TV. I will just draw that for a while, and it's rupees 180,000, right? So and the down payment is given, right? Down payment is given uh, 1/5 amount out of this 180,000. So we can calculate straight away the down payment. Down payment is how much? Rupees. You have 180,000. Out of that, 1/5 amount. So what's the down payment of it? 5 could be easily divided by 18, which is 3 and 6. Yeah. Rupees 36,000. So I hope this is a simple part. And then we don't need to underline. Sorry. Oops. You don't need actually to underline any of this. So next, now this is the down payment which they do, and they are asking the interest rate. So you have to build your own steps for this to answer this question. So once we found, now we know that what's the amount of down payment, and now we have to find exactly how much is there any name given for this person? No, no name is mentioned. So this person is buying this TV and he made the down payment, and after that we have to check what's his actually how much of an amount he owed to this particular company or the TV company which he brought. So we can check the total owed amount or total the remaining loan amount. So total owed amount, I will write that way. So basically, TV is 180,000, and out of that, 36,000 down payment is done. So what's the answer then? Total owed amount is 144,000. මේ TV එක ගත්ත තැනට මෙයා 1,44,000ක් ණයයි. Right? That's the total owed amount. Now, what's the data we have? Paying the rest. This 144,000, this rest amount is paid within equal monthly 24 installments of 7,875, right? මෙයා මාස 24ක සමාන installs විදිහට pay කරනවලු 7,875 ගානේ මාස 24. Those who like try to understand in Sinhala, that's the way of thinking. මෙයා මාස 24ක කාලෙකදී මාස 24කට ඒ කියන්නේ හැම මාසෙකම equal ප්‍රමාණයක් විදිහට 7,875 මෙයා pay කරනවා. එතකොට අපි බලමු we can calculate the total paid amount out of this, right? The thing I am doing is with the given data, what I could derive. I am just deriving what's the facts I could derive from the given data. So I could find out this total paid amount. So this guy paid 7,875 within 24 installments. How much is the value? I think it's 189,000 or Dosaga amount. Rupees 189,000. Right, that's the total paid amount. Now those are the only given data, right? The interest on the loan is calculated on reducing loan balance. So when it comes to reducing loan balance, there is a common way of doing these kind of questions. So there is a thing which we have to find out in these kind of question is what you call it, month units or masa ekaka in Sinhala, month units. So here he is paying 7,875 rupees within 24 months. If it's based on the if this loan is payment is based on the reducing loan balance, we have to there's a certain format which we have to follow. Definitely month units are involved in that question. So we will find out what's the months unit for this particular scenario. Month units is actually calculated if the number of months is n. Month unit is calculated as n multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2. So here n is 24 and n plus 1 means actually 25 divided by 2. So here when we do the calculations, 12 multiplied by 25, it would be 300. Right. So that's the month units. Why we are calculating this? And also we can get this, we have to find out this total interest as well. Right. Now we know that total paid amount is this. Right. I will highlight in a different color. Total paid amount is this. Right. And but actually owed amount is this. Right. We know how much he total paid and how much actually he owed to that company. So then we could find out this total interest for this person. What's the total interest for this person then? Total paid amount minus owed amount. That's the interest. We will write down that as well. Total interest. How much is it? Minus 144,000. ₹45,000 is the total interest, right? මෙයාගේ පොලිය 45,000යි, right? So this 45,000 මේක ආයෙ මම ගාන මතක් කරොත් මාස 24ක් ඇතුළත ගියේ, right? So interest එක 45,000. Then what they asking is what's the interest rate? මේ වගේ මේ interest එකක් එන්න නම් හැදුන interest rate එක මොකද්ද? මේ 45,000 හැදුනේ මාස කීයකින්ද අපි ගත්තේ? 24කින්. හරි. අපිට මේ වගේ ගානකදී ගන්න ඕනේ එක දෙයක් තියෙනවා month units. මාස ඒකක we call in Sinhala. This actually helps us this one, right? These month units actually help us to find out what is the monthly interest. That's the reason why we are finding out these month units. මේ මාස ඒකක නෑ month units කියන එක අපි හොයන්නේ මාසයකට කොච්චර interest එකක් බලනවාද කියලා. මොකද අපිට දීලා තියෙන්නේ මේ ගාන මාස වලින්. හරි පරිස්සමට එතනදී ප්‍රයෝග කරන්න ඕනේ. නමුත් concept එක එකමයි. මාස 24ක් කියන එක තමයි අපිට දීලා තිබ්බේ. ඒ නිසා මාස වලින් තමයි අපි එතකොට මේ ගාන හදන්න ඕනේ. Now we know the total interest and we know how much month units. So we could find out interest per month unit. Interest per month unit. How much is it? We know total interest is 45,000. And we know there are 300 month units. So divide 45,000 by 300. So 0 to 0 get cancelled. Sorry, I will put this in another color. These get cancelled. 450 divided by 3. So which the answer is 150. This is rupees 150. Now we know interest per month unit is 150. මෙයාගේ මාසයකට තියෙන පොලිය 150යි. මෙයා ඇත්තටම මාසයකට කොච්චරක් එතකොට ණය වෙලා තියෙනවද? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා ගෙවන්න තිබුණා 1,44,000. He owed 144,000, right? To the company. So out of that 144,000, which is within 24 months, 1,40,000 මාස 24ක් ඇතුළත තමයි මෙයා ගෙවන්න වෙලා තිබුණේ. ඒ මාස 24ක ඇතුළත. එතකොට අපි බලන්න නිකන් monthly ඇත්තට මෙයා owe කරපු ප්‍රමාණය, monthly owed amount. We have to find out that monthly owed amount. What is it? මාස 24කට මෙයා 1,44,000ක් ණය වෙලා තිබ්බා. එහෙනම් මාසයකට කීයද කියලා බලන්න 24න් බෙදනවා. What's the value? 12 වලින් බෙදුම් අපි දෙකම උඩට 2යි 1යි 12යි. So දෙකයි 6යි 6,000. Right? Rupees 6,000. මාස 24කට මේ 1,44,000ක් නම් මාසයකට මෙයා රුපියල් 6,000ක් ගෙවන්න ඕනේ ටෙක්නිකලි බැලුවොත් එහෙම. හැබැයි මෙයාගේ ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක අපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මාසයකට 150ක්. ඒක අපි ගත්තේ කොහොමද? අපි මෙයාගේ ටෝටල් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක කීයද කියලා බැලුවා. කීයද ටෝටල් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක ආවේ? මෙයා ගෙවපු 7,875 ගානේ මාස 24ක් ගෙවුවා. ඒකත් එක්ක 1,89,000ක් ගෙවුවා. And then අපි හොයාගත්තා මෙයා ඇත්තටම how much of an owed amount he was to that company. It was 144,000. We reduced them, that by that, and the total interest was 45,000. And we find out that month units is 300. හරි මේක නිකන් 24න් බෙදලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. මේක තමයි මේ ගාන හදන විදිහ ඉතින්. month units වලින් තමයි අපි බෙදන්න ඕනේ interest එක per month interest එක ගන්න. Because this is under the reducing loan balance. Okay, so 150ක් monthly interest per unit, and we found out monthly owed amount as 6,000. What is it? Small thinking needs to be done. Out of this monthly 6,000 මෙයා ඕව් කරනකොට තව 150ක් මෙයා 6,000ක් යනකොට මෙයාගේ monthly මෙයා ඇත්තටම 6,000ක් monthly ණය වුණාට මෙයා වැඩිපුර 150කුත් ගෙවනවා right දැන් මේකේ අපි බලන්නේ interest එක but this interest is the annual interest right I think they are asking the annual interest ඒ කියන්නේ මේ දැන් මෙතනින් එන්නේ මේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ මාසයක් ගැන right we are talking about a month so මාසෙකදී 6,000න් 6,000ක් ගෙවුවට 150ක් මෙයා interest එකක් ගෙවනවා හරි එතකොට මේ මොනවද මෙයා 100කට යනවනම් කොච්චරක්ද කියලා බලන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි එතකොට එන්නේ මාසෙකට. right? අපි එතකොට හදමුකෝ interest rate. හයදාහක් මෙයා interest එක ගෙවුවට මෙයා 150ක් ගෙවනවා. right? මේ sorry 6,000ක් මෙයා ණය වුණාට 150ක් interest එකක් මාසෙකට ගෙවනවා. හරි? එතකොට අපිට මේක percentage එකක් විදිහට ගන්නවා නම් අපි 100න් වැඩි කරනවා. understood නේ? හැබැයි මේකෙන් එන්නේ එක month එකකට විතරයි. this only calculates for a 1 month. So we will multiply this by 12. Right? Then what's the value? What's the value then? The answer is these zeros get cancelled. This to this get cancelled. 2. I divide both by 3. Then it's 5. And I could divide this by 6. 6 multiplied by 5, which is 30, but 30%. So this is the answer. As this is not a theory class, so some of you have might have studied in a different way. I don't mind that, but at the end, if your answer is 30%, then your goal is achieved. But these steps are important in your answer sheet. All these steps are important. Just accept this image I drew. Right? TV එක අදින්න ඕනේ. අනිත් එක ඔක්කොම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? Clear නේ? First question එක. ඔයාලට questions තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න එකේ. Right? Shall we move to the next one? මේක තව board එකේ තියන්න ඕනේද? Do I have to view this for a bit longer? All good. Thumbs up එකක් දාන්න හොඳයි. Okay නා. We'll go to the next one. Actually, this kind of graph questions, this is a much more simpler question. So I'm not using my entire time to do this question separately. So as we discussed the theory parts yesterday as well on regarding on the not in this kind of a much more broader way, but in brief we discussed about these graphs as well. Anyways, if there is any additional time, I will definitely do these questions as well. Do this question as well. So here find the x, find the value of y when x is 2. So we have to find out how this pattern formulate, and accordingly we could find out the x, right? Like, and they have given this, this is the function of this graph. So we have to simply put this number 2 into this function and get the y value. Accordingly, we draw the graph. And this is actually a bit complex one, but with the interest of time, I will try to do this question as well if there is, if we have much more time. But I was hoping to go on to this third question for now. Right? We will start this question. ABCD is a rectangular lamina of length x plus 5 centimeter and breadth x plus 1 centimeter. When the right-angled triangle part DEF is cut off from it, the area of the remaining part ABCEF is 35 square centimeters. Show that x satisfies the quadratic equation x square plus 6x minus 36 by 0 by solving it using completing squares or any other method. Show that the length CE exceeds 1.5 centimeters. So there is a bit of a step in this question. What we have to do, they have given the data as given in this first sentence about this graph and about this whatever you call, yes, on centimeters. This is not kind of a project or something. So this is, there's a lamina, and what's the scenario done for this lamina is mentioned in this first sentence. And in the second, they are asking that this data actually represents and satisfies the quadratic equation of this x squared plus 6x minus 36. By solving it using completing squares or any other method, show that the length CE exceeds 1.5 centimeters. Now, the typical thing we do is we get scared and we don't do these kind of questions. But the real thing is, it's a very simple question. These kind of questions are. The reason is they have given the answer for you, right? That's the main point for you. In any of other questions, you are not given the answer. You don't know what's the answer should be. In this question, actually, you know the answer, but I have to find out. You have to find out whether this quadratic equations somehow whether it comes. That's the thing we have to find, and the second step also given. So whether CE show that length CE exceeds 1.5. If the CE is greater than 1.5, then your answer is correct, right? So there is no happiness rather than this for a math student, or if you're facing the maths paper, right? We will start this question. So we have to see whether these with this given data, whether we could find out that given answer. I will draw this graph very quickly. So I think there is a small part here. So A, B, C, D, F, E. Wait, A, B is on the bottom, right? Sorry, on the side. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, F, E. So this is the graph, right? And they have given that x plus 1 centimeter, x plus 5 centimeter, x plus 1 cm, x plus 5 cm, sorry, cm, and they have given he said it, this is 4 and 3, these two lengths. This is 4 cm, and this part is 3 cm. right? So those are the given data, and they have further given that A, B, C, E, F is 35 square meters, square centimeters. A, B, C, E, F equals, I think the area, no? Area equals 35 square centimeters. What is actually A, B, C, E, F is? A, B, C, E, F, this part. So this part is given as it's 35 square centimeters. So what the things we could do out of this given graph, this lamina? Actually, we could easily find out with this given x plus 1 cm and x plus 5 cm, those kind of values, we could find out that we could find the total area of this ABCD rectangle. No, we could find out that. And also, we could easily find out this FDE right angled triangle, right? Because why? This angle is 90 degrees, which means it's a right angled triangle. So this is the, you could consider each of the side as the base and the other side as the height of the triangle. So if you know how to find out the area of a triangle, then you could find out the area of the triangle with that formula. And once you know the this rectangle area and also this triangle area, if you from the rectangle area, if you deduct this triangle area, you could have this A, B, C, E, F, no? So we write down that A, B, C, D, rectangle area. I will write down like this: A, B, C, E, F. It's easy to, much more easy to understand. A, B, C, E, F area plus FDE triangle. FDE triangle. Right? So ABCD rectangle area, we could get that as ABCD. Sorry, we use a different color for that. ABCD rectangle is what? How to find out the rectangle area? You multiply one side and its adjacent side. So or maybe length and the width. So what's the length? X plus 1 multiply by x plus 5, right? Equal ABCEF, it's given 35, right? Already given. FDE, how to find out the FDE? Here you have given, if I draw a small FDE here, sorry. If I draw a small FDE here, FDE triangle, this is the triangle and this is given as 4, this is given as 3. Then you could consider this as base and this as height, or either way, right? So I will write down what's the equation for triangle. 1 by 2 multiply base, what is it? FD multiplied by DE. Sorry, in this step actually we have to first write the in the second part, steps are really important, right, students? So I think you are pretty much aware about the steps rather than me. So however, in my answers I'm always writing all the steps, so try to focus on that as well. So ABCDF is already given 35 and ABCD rectangle area is found out as AD multiplied by AD multiplied by AD AB. Add AB 35 plus the triangle area. So we know AD plus AB is the value is this x plus 1, x plus 5. Now is simple solving now. This we know if half, then FD is 4, other is 3. So here 2 to 2 get cancelled, and 2 plus 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So here also I think we could simplify this. X, the multiply this, right? First we multiplied this x from this x squared, then x multiplied by this with plus 5, which means 5x. Then 1 is multiplied by x, all are pluses, so plus x. Then plus 1 by plus 5, which is 5. Here it's 6 and 35, 41. Right. So if we get this 41 to this side, it's minus 41, right? And here we have this x squared. 5x plus x is 6x. I think the desired result is on the way. So 5x plus x is 6x, and we get plus 5 minus 41 equals 0, which means x plus 6x minus 36 equals to 0. That's the desired result, right? That's the thing we have to simplify. So simple once you found out this. Right. So next they're asking, by using completing squares or any other way forward, find out this value. Is it? I'm reading another question. Sorry. All right. Or any other method, show that the length CF exceeds 1.5 cm. So there are two ways of actually going to an answer from this. One is this squares method, completing squares method. I write down as squares. The other one is formula method. We have this formula. With that formula, we find out the answer. Right? So the formula is actually, I will write down that. Anyone could derive your answer with that as well. Right? First, I will write down the formula. Minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a is equal to x. This is the formula, right? And the squares method, there is a specific method you have to follow, right? I will teach you that as well. So you could go for an answer either of the way, right? Doesn't matter which format you follow. This formula, I will explain a bit more on this. This formula actually means we get a general quadratic equation as this. We consider a general quadratic equation as ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So in this scenario, if we consider now the equation we have is this, no? If we consider these both are equal, then you could see A is actually here. If there is no one, it means it's a 1. So here A is 1. And here B is 6. And C is here minus 36. Here you have minus. So minus 36. Right? So simply you have to add these accordingly to this formula, add these values accordingly to this formula. And you will straight away have an answer for X. Right? So you could go on with this as well. There's a similar kind of a question. I will use the formula for that one. So for this, I will do with the squares method, or you call it this completing squares, using completing squares. Clear? You could do the answering from this formula as well, right? They have given, or any other method. Like in the question, they have given by squares or any other method. The any other method is this, right? So if you need the previous page, please mention. And what's the equation which we got? X squared plus 6x minus 36 equals 0. Now I will solve this with the this squares method. So the thing we do is we have to go for an answer, but we know that when in these kind of quadratic equations, we could factorize these quadratic equations by, as we discussed yesterday, if there is two numbers that adds up and come this 6, and once it multiplied, it becomes 36. But in this kind of question, it doesn't occur. There is no number like that. It's hard to find that kind of a number. The reason and the only way to find out is that they have given in this question to solve this by completing squares. So ඒ විදිහට හිතන්න යන්න එපා. ගානෙම දීලා තියෙනවා නම් please follow this method කියලා වෙන වෙන දේවල් කරන්න ගිහිල්ලා වෙලාව නාස්ති කරගන්න එපා. So අපි completing squares කියන method එක නැත්තම් මේ අර කලින් අපි කරපු method වලින් කරන්න ගියත් එහෙම මේ ගාන හදන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So ඒක මුලින්ම identify කරගන්න. So මම කියලා දෙන්න කොහොම මේක හදන්න කියලා. මේ වගේ එකක් එනකොට අපි මුලින්ම වරහණක් දා ගන්න ඕනේ. හරි. වරහණක් දාගෙන අපි ඒකත් එක්ක මෙහෙම x එකක් ලියාගමුකෝ. ඔන්න x එකක් තියෙනවා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මෙන්න මෙතන තියෙනවා 6. හරි. ඒ 6 දෙකෙන් බෙදලා we divide 6 by 2 and add here. හරි. මම මේක හදන ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික කියන්නේ ඉක්මනට ඔයාලට මතකේ තියාගන්න. ඒ 6 දෙකෙන් බෙදලා 3 එනවා. අන්නේ 3 මේ පැත්තට ගන්නවා. එක කෙලවරකට. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන තියෙන්නේ ධන, right? Or positive sign. So I add the positive sign here as well. And actually this is square. Within the brackets, x plus, we get the plus straight away, and 6 we divide 6 by 2. If there is a 8, we divide 8 by 2. 8 තිබ්බොත් 8 දෙකෙන් බෙදලා 4 කියලා මෙතනට දානවා. එතකොට ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා ඇති මේ වගේ ගණන් හදන්න ලේසි. මෙතන මෙන්න මේ මැද අගය මේ ඉලක්කම මේ දෙකෙන් බෙදෙන සංඛ්‍යාවක් වුණා නම්, if that number is easily divided by 2. If it's like 5, then it's 5 by 2. පහ බෙදීම 2. එතකොට නිකන් ගාන පොඩ්ඩක් complex වෙනවා විතරයි වෙන්නේ. But same method ඔයා follow කරන්න තියෙනවා. මේ step by step ඒ විදිහටම කරන් ගියොත් ඔයාලට උත්තරේ අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා. හරි? පැහැදිලිනේ? So we write down this as given here below. So x plus we got 3, and that's we get the square of it. And there is this sorry, and we get that. And then we have done a change now here. අපි මෙතන වෙනසක් කරලා තියෙනවානේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපි කරන්න තියෙන්නේ ඒ වෙනස කපා හරින්න තමයි අතන මේ කරන්නේ. ඒක ලොකුවට හිතන්න යන්න එපා. ඔයාලා ඊට පස්සේ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ 3 තියෙන්නේ අපිට ආවේ 3නේ. මෙන්න මේ 3 වර්ගය නැත්තම් 3 ස්ක්වෙයා එක මේ ඉක්වේෂන් එකෙන් අඩු කරනවා. දැන් මෙතන +3 තියෙන නිසා එතකොට +3 වල ස්ක්වෙයා එක කියන්නේ කීයද 9. 9 ප්‍රමාණයක් අපි මෙතනින් අඩු කරමු. හිතන්නකො මෙතනට ඍණ 3 ආවා කියලා. -3. Then it's -3 square is again +9. But we reduce that or maybe deduct that amount of that amount, that number. අපි අඩු කරනවා ඒ 3 වර්ගය 9ක්. 36. එහෙමම තිබ්බා 0. හරි. අපිට මෙන්න මේ සෙට් එක මේ පැත්තට ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. අපි ගමු 36යි 9යි කීය ඍණ 9යි ඍණ 36 කියන්නේ ඍණ 45යි. ඍණ 45 මෙහෙට ගියාම +45. And we have x plus 3 square. Now we could write this x plus 3 and we can get both sides. We could square root the both sides. If we do the square root for both sides, ඒක දන්නවන්නේ. So මේ අපි මේ මම මේ කරන්න හදන්නේ. දැන් මෙන්න මේ දෙපැත්තම x plus 3 squared කියන එක සහ 45 මම දෙපැත්තටම ඇත්තටම square root දාන එක තමයි දැන් මේ කරන්න හදන්නේ. හරි. එතකොට මට එනවා x plus 3 කියලා එකක් මෙතනයි. මේ දෙකට මෙන්න මේ square root එක කැපෙනවා. right? ඒක තමයි වෙන්නේ because මේ square root කියන එකෙන් ඇත්තටම mean වෙන්නේ 1/2 කියන power එක. ඒක දෙකෙන් බෙදිලා යනවා. ඊට ඉතුරු වෙනවා x plus 3. right? ඊට පස්සේ equal වෙනවා මෙතනදී අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම plus or minus 45. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි දන්නවනේ. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ just as an example if you think මෙතන 4 විතරක් තිබ්බා කියලා. අපි දන්නවා ඍණ 2 ඍණ 2කින් වැඩි කරලත් අපිට 4 එනවා. right? එතකොට ඒකේ square root එක ධන 2 වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් ඍණ 2 වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. right? ඒ නිසා that's why we put plus or minus 45. හරි? හිතන්න යන්න එපා කෙලින්ම if there is any kind of මේ වගේ square root කරන්න තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් plus minus එක දාන්න. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට මේ 45 කියන එක ලියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? දැන් මම බලන්න ඕනේ මෙතනින් යම් වර්ග square එකක් මෙතනින් එළියට ගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන එක. right? now 45 කියන එක මට තව ලියන්න විදි මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? මට එක එක ඒවා වෙනවා 15 වරක් 3 එනවා. හරි? 15 වරක් 3 කිව්වට 15 කියන එක අපි දන්නවා මේ මොනවද? square root එකක් නෙමෙයි. හරි? 3 කියන්නේ square root එකක් නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි 5 වරක් 9 9 multiplied by 5. 9 කියන එක අපි මේක ඇතුලේ මේකෙන් අපි හිතමු එන්න මේ 45 කියන එක අපි මෙහෙම ලිව්වා කියලා. 9 multiplied by 5. ආබාධයක් නැහැ. There is no harm for the equation. So when there is 9 here, we could get the 9 out of this as 3. Right? And in inside, the 5 will remain. ඒ නිසා මම අන්න ඒක ලියනවා. x plus 3 equal plus or minus, I write this as 9 multiplied by 5. So I get out this 3 and sorry, it gives a different interpretation. 3 square root 5 and x plus 3 remains the same on the left side. This is the answer. And I could get this 3 to the other side. So then it's plus or minus 3 square root 5 minus 3. So the answer could be x could be equal plus 3 5 minus 3 or x could be either minus 3 5 minus 3. This actually we cannot be. Why? මේක උත්තරයක් වෙන්න බෑ. Reason there are no minus lengths in the world. ඍණ මේ දිග නැහැනේ. So we could reject that answer, right? And the remaining part is x equals 3, 5 minus 3. I think we have given the some value for this square root 5, right? Yes, they have given a value. They have given 5 as 2.23. 2.23, right? They have given this as a fact or a data. So then we can simply add this value to this equation. So x then will be equal 3 multiplied by 2.33 minus 3. Then what's the value? Anyone calculated it? I think the value will be I think it's 3.69, right? So x will be equal to 3.69. But the question is not over, right? Question they are asking is CE exceeds show that CE exceeds 1.5 centimeters. So what is CE? This, right? Is it? Yeah. CE is this. So actually CE will be equal to this x plus 1 minus 3, no? This x plus 1 centimeter minus 3 centimeter, no? Right? Understood? So we will write down that. CE is equal to what's the AB minus DE, which means x plus 1 minus 3. So what's the answer then? X minus 2, right? So then as there is a reserved space, I will write the answer within here. So we know x is 3.69. So out of the 3.69, we reduce 2. Then how much is it? 1.69 centimeter. So we can see that 1.69 centimeter is larger than 1.5 centimeter. That's the thing we have to find. 1.5 exceed වෙනවා කියන එකනේ. අපි දන්නවා 1.69 කියන එක 1.5 නට වැඩි නේ එහෙනම්. exceed වෙලා. So we write we have to write at the end from above we can identify, from above length CE exceeds 1.5. Length CE exceeds 1.5 centimeters. That's the answer. Clear, right? Any questions? Right. Shall we move on to another question? I'll just memorize it once again. So this was the lamina which we had on your left top corner. So out of that lamina, we have they asked to us to find out an equation. So which was x squared plus 6x minus 36. ඒ equation එක prove වෙනවා කියන එක පෙන්වන්න කියලා. So අපි ඒකට උත්තරයට ගියේ we know that from the simple මෙතන areas එක බැලුවම ABCD rectangle area එකෙන් මොනවද ABC rectangle area එක අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් ABCEF plus FDE triangle ABCF අපිට දීලා තිබ්බා ඒකත් එක්ක අපි area එක calculate කරගෙන එතකොට x වලින් අපිට මේ ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක ආවා. ඒක හදන්න පුළුවන් විදි දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි ෆෝමියුලා එකට දාන එක. අනිත් එක තමයි most common squares method එක. squares වලින් හදන එක. එතකොට මේ ෆෝමියුලා method එකකින් හදනවා නම් ෆෝමියුලා එකකින් හදනවා නම් මේ විදිහට තමයි හදන්නේ. මේකට මේ values ටික ආදේශ කරලා හදන්න තියෙන්නේ. වෙලා යන නිසා ඒක හැදුවේ නැහැ. අපි squares method එකකින් හැදුවා. අපි ගත්ත විදිහ තමයි මුලින්ම මැද තියෙන එකේ අගෙන් දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ඊට පස්සේ ඒකේ ස්ක්වයර් එක ඒ සම්පූර්ණ ඉක්වේෂන් එකෙන් අඩු කරා. ඒ විදිහට අපිට 45 කියන එක ආවා. simple solving methods වලින් අපි අන්තිමට හදාගෙන ආවා. මේකේ critical part එක මෙන්න මේක ලියා ගන්න එක තමයි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. මෙන්න මේ part එක. මේ ගානක් අනිවාර්යෙන් එන්න. Definitely it will be on your paper. Right? All good. We will move on to the next one. Now actually I think question 4 is also kind of a similar one for this, and I will solve this in as quick as possible. BEDC is a composite trapezium. Composite trapezium means there are some other shapes in the trapezium as well. You could see there is a triangle and I think a parallelogram. Yeah, yes, parallelogram, those kind of trapezium ඇතුලේ තව shapes තියෙනවා. Lamina which composed by joining a parallelogram shaped lamina ABCD and triangular shaped lamina ADE respectively, right? And AE equals to 8 centimeter and CF equals to X. The length of the side AB is twice the length of CF. If the area of the composite plane is 22, then show that X satisfied quadratic equation X plus 2X minus 11. Make a yeah, I think I cannot edit here, so I have to go to the whiteboard once again. So there's a trapezium ABCD. And there is, I think, a parallelogram accordingly here. And, there is another line here. It's like this. AB, oh no, BFAE, 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 and CD. Right. So this is the question, and they asked to derive us this quadratic equations, whether we could derive this quadratic equation. For the simple method as we followed before. And also there is a quick thing we have to memorize once again as we discussed on the last day. the findings of a parallelogram. So once we see a parallelogram, we have to identify that opposite sides are equal and parallel, right? Opposite sides are equal and parallel, and these opposite angles are equal, right? We have to identify them, and they have given another data that CF is AE is equal 8. They have given that A is equal 8. AE is equal to 8 centimeters. And I think CF they have given as X. No? Yes. They have given this as X centimeters. The length of AB is twice the CF. Length of AB is twice the, AB is this, twice the CF. So I will note down that as well. Length of AB is twice the CF. So which is then 2x. Right? That's the data according to the given in the question. And we represented them. Area of the composite plane is 22 centimeters, right? They have given like that, no? A සම්පූර්ණ area එක 22 centimeters කියලා තමයි අපිට කියන්නේ. So එතකොට අහන්නේ ඔන්න ඔය කියන equation එක එනවද කියලා. හරි. මොකද්ද මේ සම්පූර්ණ area එක කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? BEDC. BEDC PCM area, right? ඒක 22යි කියලා අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. අපි හැබැයි අපිට මේ graph එක දැක්කම අපිට තේරෙනවා මෙන්න මේ parallelogram එකේ area එක plus triangle එකේ area එක. So what's the parallelogram area? We will just here we will write down as DC area plus parallelogram area plus ADE triangle area. ADE triangle area. Right? So we know this as 22. BADC area or this parallelogram area. How to find a area of a parallelogram? We have to multiply either of the side from its this length. So which is x multiplied by, sorry, right, CF multiplied by AB, right? And triangle, sorry, yes, triangle is the base multiplied by the height. In here the height is CF. So we will get half multiplied by AE multiplied by CF. Right? So we will write down here again and simplify. 22 is there. And CF multiplied by AB, it's x and 2x plus half AE, 8 multiply CF is once again an x. So I could take a 4 here. Yeah, that's it. So 22 is equal to 2x squared plus 4x. I'll make this bit beautiful by getting this x related equations to the left side. So 2x squared plus 4x. Here when it comes to other side it would be minus 22. Plus minus මාරු කරගන්න එපා, right? දැන් මේ 22 මෙතන දැම්මම -22 මං කරේ ඒකම අනිත් පැත්ත කරපු එක, right? So it's -22 equals 0. then අපිට මේ ඔක්කොම equation එකම අපිට පුළුවන් නේ දෙකෙන් බෙදන්න. There is a 2, right? So the answer is x squared plus 2x minus 11 equals 0. ඒක නේද අපිට ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. right. okay නේ? clear. දැන් මම හදන්නම් මේක අර ෆෝමියුලා එකේ. අපේ ෆෝමියුලා එක මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? x is equal to මේකනේ අපේ ඉක්වේෂන් එක. right. අපිට තියෙන ඊට පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ ඉක්වේෂන් එකට අර අපි ගත්ත common general මේක මොකද්ද? මේ equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Accordingly to the above, what's the a of this? What's the a of this? It's a b c කියලා මම මෙතන පොඩියට දාගන්නවා. What's the a of this? 1. b is 2. c is minus 11. Right? Now I have to simply add about to the my formula those values. So b is minus, because there's a minus b, it comes as -2. Then plus or minus comes same as the above, and there is this square root. B squared, it's 4. I write 4 straight away. Minus minus 4 4. A is 1 and c is -11. I put that -11 in brackets. Divide by 2. Right? So yeah, the thing I could do is I could get actually 2 out of this, sorry, 4 out of this total here, this inside the equation, or the the term which is inside this root, I can get 4 out of that. I will go to the next page. මෙහෙමනේ තියෙන්නේ. So මම අරක පොඩ්ඩක් තව solve කරන්න. ඔය දැන් ඔයාලා ගණන් හදද්දි පේපරේ තව වෙන කේස් එකක් තමයි, when you go to the second page, those plus minuses fill out and ධන ඍණ මාරු වෙලා ඊළඟ page එකට යනවා. ඉතින් එතකොට ගානම වරදිනවා සමහර ලාවට. Right? Now here when this is -11, so there is another minus, so it becomes plus. So I could write down this as 4 by 11 now. Sorry, plus 11. 44, then it's 48. No need to get 4 out and any other stuff. 48 divided by 2. I could write down this as actually 48. We know 12 multiplied by 4 is 48, right? 12 multiplied by 4 is 48. And the 12 we can write it as 3 multiplied by 4. මම මේක හිතන හැටි පොඩ්ඩක් සමහර අය ඔක සෙට් නැති නිසා 48 මට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 12 වැඩි කිරීම 4 නේ 12 වල චක්කරේ 12 කියන එක මට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 3 වැඩි කිරීම 4 කියලා. right? ඒකත් එක්ක තව මෙතන 4කුත් තියෙනවා. මේ 4 වරක් 4 කියන්නේ 16 right? 16 වැඩි කිරීම 3. so 16 කියන්නේ හොඳ square root එකක් නේද? so I could write this 48 as 16 multiplied by 3 and then get 16 out of this square root as 4. Okay? Then I will do that now. I will write down this quickly. 16 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. So then I get this x minus 2 plus or minus 4, 3, 2. And then I could divide this above with 2. Ne? This 2 gets cancelled and this remains a 2. So minus 1 plus or minus 2, 3. එකම නේද එන්නේ? වැඩේ පැහැදිලි ඉන්නේ? same method අර අපි කලින් කරා වගේ අපි බලනවා එක්කෝ මේක ප්ලස් වෙනකොට කීයද මේ මෙතන මේක ස්ක්වයර් රූට් එක මයිනස් වෙනකොට කීයද කියලා. ඒතකොට x ප්ලස් වුණොත් එහෙම මේ මෙතන ප්ලස් වුණොත් එහෙම මයිනස් ප්ලස් 2 3 එතන මේක අපි උත්තරේ දැනගත්තා වුණාට ලියන්න ඕනේ right we have to write this down. ඒකයි මම මේක ලියන්නේ වගේ answer sheet එකේ ඔයා කැමති විදිහට මේක ලියන්න. මේ විදිහට ලියන්නත් පුළුවන් නැත්නම් මම අර කලින් ලිව්වා වගේ ඕ කියලා දාලා එහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. right? එතකොට අපිට පේනවා this is not true or not applicable anything. right? not true නේ ඔක not applicable වගේ තමයි එන්න ඕනේ. නිසා because of this answer becomes x equals but they have given any value for this square root 3. I saw that kind of a one. Yes, they have given 1.73. So which means 0.73 minus 1. X will be having a value like 2.46 once you calculate it. Right? That's it. Now there's another part. If the area of a parallelogram ABCD is equal to the area of the triangle ADF. I will view this for a while. We'll go to the next part then. right? So the formula method and the spares method, now both are covered with these two questions. Okay? So they are asking that find the parallelogram ABCD is equal to the area of ADF. ADF is equal to ABCD. I think there is something wrong in this question. They're asking is they're asking whether this parallelogram area is equal to area of the parallelogram ABCD is equal to ADF. ADF. I think there is some kind of a mistake in that, or maybe there's some discrepancy in that question. But anyways, the simple part was done, and the theory part, which you could easily get a lot of marks. I think here there is some discrepancy. I will check on that and let you know in my answer sheet, which I'm going to about to share with you. Right. So this is the formula method. Right. The same answer, you will be having the same answer with the other format as well. The final part, I'm not pretty sure on that. ABCD is equal to area of triangle ADF. Cannot be. ඒක ඇතුලේ තියෙන එකක area එකට සමාන වෙන්න බෑ. Then find the x value. I will see that separately on that. With the interest of time, we will go to the next question, which is number 5. This is also a question that commonly you will be having in your paper. So this is what you call bearing questions. This word bearing. So there is a common method of these kind of questions. First, we will read out this. The lighthouse B is Lighthouse B is situated 30 kilometers north of Harbour A. There is a Harbour A. A Harbour A එකේ ඉඳලා උතුරට north එකට 30 kilometers වලින් තමයි B තියෙන්නේ. A boat which travels from the Harbour A on a bearing of 60 degrees reaches to Harbour C located at east to the lighthouse B within 40 minutes. Right. ඔයාලගේ PDF එක ඔයාලා වෙනම view කරගෙන තියාගන්න, right? Those who are following with the PDF. So graph එක අපි ටක් ගාලා දෙගමු. මෙහෙම තියනවා එකක්. And A කියලා point එකක් තියෙනවා. එතනින් B කියලා point එකකට එනවා. ඒක තියෙන්නේ north පැත්තට වෙන්න 30 kilometers දුරකින්. Right? And they are telling that C කියලා point එකක් ගැන තමයි මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ඊළඟට කියන්නේ. C කියලා point එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ bearing එක 60 degrees. ඔය bearing කියනකොටම bearing අපි හැමතිස්සෙම mind, we are measuring this kind of I mean the degrees or the angle of these kind of questions from this way. So basically we are telling this as an example in this question, if it's 0, 60, which means from north it's 60 degrees, right? So likewise we count out that in clockwise, no? Yes, clockwise from the north, right? So if in this question it's given as 60 degrees from the point A, no? එයා යන්නේ A වල ඉඳන් C වලට යන්නේ. So from A, it's 60 degrees of a bearing. So which means there is a point C here with the bearing of 60. Right? This is point called C. And a C කියන point එකට යන්න they take 40 minutes. Time taken from A to C 40 minutes. Right? Those are the data which are given. Copy the given diagram and answer script and represent the information. Now we have done that, right? And then calculate the distance AC and find the average speed of the boat. The point in this is the thing which applies on this part, this kind of question is trigonometry, right? So you have to have an idea of trigonometry equations. That's the lesson part which actually involves. So in here, if we consider ABC triangle, this is an right angle triangle, no? So when it's a right angle triangle, and you know this is the hypotenuse of the triangle. And if we consider this angle, this is the opposite side. And this is the adjacent side. Right? Hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. So if we know angle and also this length of maybe the adjacent or the opposite side, with the knowledge of the trigonometry equations or trigonometry values, we could find out an answer. So basically, what's the easiest way to find out this? So we know the adjacent side according to the given angle. Then what's the equation, or what's the which trigonometry equation does it involve, or which trigonometry method is it involved? Cos, right? Cos theta is equal to adjacent divided by the hypotenuse, right? Cos theta is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So we know the adjacent, which is 30. So we will straight away, this is just for your theory part. So we know that cos 60 is equal to here what? Adjacent is AB divided by hypotenuse, which is AC. AB is 30 and AC, the length we have to find out. So now you have to know that the value of cos 60. Some of you might get the answer straight away. Cos 60 is half. So likewise, there are some trigonometry equations you have to memorize. So like cos 60 is equal to half. And if cos 60 is equal to half, then sine 30 is equal to half as well. That's the beauty of trigonometry. So you have to basically memorize only a one. And also there is another one that cos 30. Sorry. Cos 30 is equal to square root 3 divided by 2. Then this is also equal to sine 60. And also you have to memorize this sine 45 and also cos 45, which is equal to 1 by root 2. Likewise, you have to memorize those. So in here it's half, then it's equal to 30 by AC. So AC is equal to 30 multiplied by 2, which is 60 kilometers. Right? Clear? Okay. So what's the next question they ask? Next asking average speed of the boat. Average speed of the boat. So what's the equation for speed? This is a simple theory in your science. Maybe what do you call this? Physics. So speed is equal to the distance divided by time, no? So now we know the distance from A to C, which is 60 kilometers, right? And we know the time that it took 40 minutes. But when it comes to speed, we have to represent speed in a much more formulated measurement. So basically, it could be meters per second or kilometers per hour. So we have to consider these minutes or convert these minutes into hours. So if it takes 40 minutes to go, which means for an hour there is 60 minutes, no? So it's technically like 6 by 4 hours, right? So when this is in the bottom, when you take it to up, it comes upside down. So the measurement will be kilometers per hour. So divide this 3 to 3. Then the speed is 90 kilometers per hour. Right? Clear, no? Basic trigonometry is involved. Right? So they're asking next the average speed we calculated. The boat travels towards B from C and moves to D. If DB is equal 25 kilometers, find the bearing of A, B to the nearest degree. So you have to carefully read this question first, right? So hope you have viewed the question. So we will see this graph first. So the thing they are mentioning is from the point C, they are going towards B, right? They are going towards B, and somewhat they will be stopping by at a point called D. So මේගොල්ලෝ C ඉඳන් B වලට යන ගමන් ඉන්නේ බෝට්ටුව. හැබැයි D කියන point එකකදී නවතිනවා. Right? එතකොට දීලා තිනවා BD is equal to 25 kilometers. So simply you have to get an idea. D should be within this line BC. Right? That's the first thing, because he is going from, the boat is going from C to B, and BD is equal to 25 kilometers. So D would be in this kind of a position, and the length of it is 25 km. Right? I will remove this for now. So the opposite. So this is the point, and they are asking is, let me myself read it first. Find the bearing of A from B. Bearing of A from D. D වල ඉදලා A වල bearing එක. Right? Find the bearing of A from D. So basically, the thing they are asking is D වල ඉදලා A වලට තියෙන bearing එක මොකක්ද කියලා. So we know that this is the AD line, right? This is the AD. So ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් අවුල් වෙනවා හැමෙන්දොත් එහෙම. I will move on to එතන මදිමුකෝ. So this is the AD. So they are asking is bearing of A from D. So what's the bearing means? We the degree when starting clockwise from the north. So then the degree they are asking is this, right? Degree they are asking is this angle. But if we could find out this small angle, this angle, right? BAD. The BAD will be equal to this angle, no? Why? This is what do you call? Vertically parallel angles, no? So so basically we have to find this angle. So which means in a nutshell, we have to find out, we have to consider this D B. This is a right angle triangle as same as previous. This is the unknown angle which we have to find out. Then we can straight away give this angle. We could get this angle. Then the total bearing could be find out by adding 180 for this, because this is a straight line. Right? So the values are for BD, it's 25. It's given 25. And for this, they have given 30. What's the simplest way? We could go for tan theta, right? Tan is actually, tan theta is opposite divided by the adjacent. Tan theta is equal opposite divided by adjacent, which according to this graph, what is it? BD divided by AB. BD divided by AB. Which is 25, 30. And it's 5 by 6. So then we divide this 5 by 6 in another place. Two, 3. Right, right. So this is a and theta will be equal to 0.833 kind of value. So I have to see whether this I think currently we do not have this logbook. Very sorry about that. Could anyone give the answer for this? Actually, we have that's a separate thing actually to find out this angle. Which we have to consider this logbook. And actually, in the Sinhala medium class, we did that. Unfortunately, currently the logbook is not available with me to display in the screen. So I think the value should come around 39 or something, the angle. Did anyone calculated it? Fortunately, our logbook is not available with me currently. How should I do that? Mm. We haven't got that. Very sorry on that. Theta is coming around 39 or that amount of a degree. Now for the calculation, I will get theta as, sorry. Theta is coming this kind of amount. So yeah, I do not have a possibility of viewing this logbook. So anyway, I will display this. This is the answer, or maybe 39 or something will be the answer, and I will further calculate on this. So that's the answer. Oh no, this is if this 40, then we have to write down the what they're asking. Bearing of A from D. Bearing of A from D, right, is equal to 180 plus 40, which is 220 degrees. So that's the answer for it. if you refer the logbook, you could definitely get this answer. Unfortunately, I cannot view this logbook within the screen. So basically, in the logbook, you have to go to you have to find out in the tangent area the value of 0.83, and accordingly, I think you will get 39 and odd amount. So I have here I have here got the nearest. I have got the nearest number for the 39 point level of angle will be your answer, but I here wrote that as 40. So does it matter? The answer is this, and then the bearing is written as the given on the right side. Right. So with the interest of time, are there any further questions you are looking forward to done specifically? Because you could see we technically cannot cover all the questions. So I hope we could do one or two more. Those who did the question paper, just comment me whether which question you prefer to do or get the answers from my end. You could add that on the comment section. Shall we do one or two questions more? Is it okay? Or what do you prefer? Now it's 3:53. So add your preference in the comment section. Right. Okay. We will go to then as you are asking, we will go to the seventh question. One has mentioned that need the seventh question done. Okay. I think we discussed these theories yesterday as well in nutshell regarding the seventh question. Right. This is actually regarding the progression lesson, and yesterday we actually discussed this part as well. Anyways, we will do the question quickly. A patient is prescribed by a doctor to have an energy boosting drink in a way such that 15 milliliter on the first day, 20 milliliter on the second day, and on each day 5 more milliliters than the previous day. Show that the amount of energy boosting drink the patient has to take on the nth day is given by Tn equals 5 multiplied by n plus 2. So simple understanding of this question is that first day doctor is giving this guy 15 milliliters, and then next day he's prescribed to get 20 milliliters, and 25 milliliters, so on, so on. It will go 30, maybe 35, likewise. Goes on, it moves forward. So here the difference is actually 5 milliliters or 5 numerically. And when it comes to progression, first you have to identify this is that this is an arithmetic progression, right? This is arithmetic progression, right? And in this arithmetic progression, you could see the difference of between adjacent numbers is 5. So basically, you reduce like here we reduce this the second term from the first term, or you could get it from reducing third term from the second, right? And we know that the first term we represent in mathematical form as T1, and also we give another letter for that as A. So the first term is 15, right? So what is the equation that comes into your mind, which we discussed yesterday? Tn equals, even Tn is equal to in multiply A වතාවක් n ඍණ 1 නේ. Yes, A ධන n ඍණ 1. Yes. A plus n minus 1 d. This is the equation which involves for the to find out a specific term, and they are asking any the question they are asking is derive this Tn. Okay, now we know the A, we know the D, then we can find out the Tn, right? I will write down this here. Tn is equal to A is 15, and then plus comes in, n minus 1 comes straight away. N is actually in this scenario the day, or the number of days, or the particular day, and D is 5. Then Tn is equal to we could simplify this as 5n minus 5, and there is a plus 15. So 5n plus 10. Tn is equal to 5n plus 10. So we could further simplify as n plus 2. Right? On which day does the patient have to take 80 milliliters of energy boosting drink? Now you could see as I wrote down the pattern. So the first day it's 50, second day 20, third day 25, fourth day 30, fifth day 35, right? So sixth day it could be 40. And they're asking how many days does it take to get 80 milliliters boosting as the boosting drink? Which day is it going to happen? That's the thing they're asking. So we have simplified this Tn into a much more simpler form according to this question. So we could use the same equation for this, no? So they are simply asking what's the n? But we know the Tn value is 80. Milliliter ගාන වෙන්න ඕනේ 80. Right? අපි හොයන්න ඕනේ n. අපි ඉඳ මෙහෙම දාගමු. So 80 will be equal to 5n plus 2. So we write this as 5n plus 10. So 5n is equal to 80 minus 10, which is 70. So n is equal to 1, 4. So is there a name given for this person also? No, the patient. Patient takes 14 days to have. We have to write down that, right? Patient takes 14 days to have 80 milliliters of energy boosting drink. Right. Show that 25 liters of energy boosting drink is not enough for 30 days. Show that 2.5 liters of energy boosting drink. Right. Now think this as this, like this, right? Now they are asking 2.5 liters energy boosting drink is not enough for 30 days. දවස් 30කටම ලීටර් 2.5ක් ඇද්ද කියලා තමයි අහන්නේ. So එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා එක කන්ටේනර් එකක් ගත්තොත් 2.5 ලීටර් ඒ කන්ටේනර් එක මෙයාට ඇද්ද මේ දවස් 30කටම. right? දවසකට ගන්න මිලිලීටර්ස් ගන්න තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. right? එන්න වැඩි වෙනවා. වැඩි කරලා තමයි ගන්න කියලා දොස්තර මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක බැලුවම so you have to feel that total 30 days වලම කොච්චරක් ගන්නවද කියන එකට මේ අහන්නේ. So which means the sum of this progression. So a sum of a progression, what's the equation? We discussed this yesterday. This is the equation, right? So Sn equals n divided by 2 within brackets a plus again within brackets n minus 1 by d. So n here is 30 by 30 days, and a is the same old 15 and the d is the same old 5. So we simply need to add accordingly. So 30 divided by 2, a is 15 plus n is 30 minus 1 and d is 5. 15 plus 29 by 5. Right? Did anyone solve this? I think 145, no? 145, or is it? Oh, sorry. Sorry. There's a 2 coming in front of this, right? Oops, I forgot that. Ooh. Right. So this is a separate term, right? 12 by 5, which is then here it comes 30. Then 145 here. 45, 175. Please do the calculations. I think It will be 2600 odd. 2625. Right. It's a total for 30 days, which is 2625 is larger than 2500, which is milliliters. So you had to write down this, and you had to write down in the bottom that no, from this it's all sorted, no? Nothing to further write. No, we had to write down that 2.5 liter energy boost in drink is not enough for 30 days. We had to write down that sentence. Right, that's sums up that question, and there's, I think, a part 2 for that. Guys, is everything clear? උත්ම කතා නැති වුණාම මම දන්නේ. Geometric progression ඊළඟ ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන. ඒක වෙනම ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙන, not connected with the first part A. So part B, they ask that when the seventh term of a geometric progression with first term 48 and common ratio to 1/2 is T7, show that is 30 T7, all right, okay, show that T7 is less than 1. Right, hope you have the questions in your hand or in your laptop. They says that seventh term of a geometric progression is progression with first term 48. We call it T7. First term එක කියනවා 48. ඊට පස්සේ මේකට එන්නේ R නැත්තම් common ratio එක 1/2. Right? Have to show that T7 is less than 1. So they have given the answer which we need to follow on. So with this data given, the equation which involves here is A R n minus 1. The criticality here is to do the solving properly. So n we know it's 7, and A we know it's 48, and R we know that it's half. And the R is power of the R is n minus 1, 7 minus 1, which comes as 6. So 48 1/2 6. So if I further simplify, it's 2 and 1/6 and 2/6. This is 1 basically, right? So 2, sorry, not 2, 1/6, 1 to the power 6 and 2 to the power 6. So 48 divided by, what's the 6th power, 2 to the power 6, what's the value? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 64. I think even from this we could come into our answer. Doesn't need to further simplify. This is definitely lesser than 1. Why? The top part of this fraction is smaller than the bottom, right? Which means technically it's going to be a 0 point value, which is less than 1. So that's it. We have proven the thing, and we have write down then at the bottom that because of this, T7 is 1. Right? That sums up the 7th question. So now we are almost 2 hours. So I think that sums up our time as well. So further, I will share any if there is any. I mean, if there is any questions, please request to us or send us. And further, the answer script for this paper I will share with you. And if there is any further questions you have, please mention, send us. And everyone, hope you have a good day and have a good week. And best of luck for your future examinations as well. Thank you.